Children, and welcome to your offline video session. So today we will start a new chapter of history, which is called New Kings and Kingdoms. So before I go into it, you must remember while we were doing our previous chapter in history, tracing changes through 1,000 years, we came across certain important changes. Remember? Yes, I think all of you remember. So we came across certain changes, among which a particular change was very important, which is new social and political groups or new dynasties were coming up during this time. All right, which time? This medieval time period, the time period between 700 to 1750. All right. So here in this chapter, we will look up at which dynasties or which social and political groups are actually coming up in details. So for this, we will look up at certain dynasties which were becoming important during this period. All right. So I'm sharing my screen. And first, you have to see this map. So as you see this map, you may be finding that so many names are written in capital, like Chahamans, then Gurjar Pratihar, Chandel, okay, Paramaras, Anarth, Rashtrakoot, and in the south, you see there is Chola, Chera, Pandya, all right, then we have Pal here. So you have to understand that when I say new dynasties are coming up, it's not necessary that old dynasties are totally disappearing. All right. So there are old dynasties which were powerful in the ancient period, and there are also new dynasties that are coming up during this period. But how? How these new dynasties are coming up? You see here, by the 7th century, there were big landlords or warrior chief in different regions of the subcontinent. So, of course, when we have dynasties, we had dynasties since ancient period, right? Mauryan, Gupta, Cholas were there, and everything. So, where we have dynasties, we have landlords, warrior chiefs as well. Warrior chiefs are no one but those who used to fight war for the king, right? So by 7th century, these landlords or these warrior chiefs, they are becoming important. They are gaining power in different regions of the subcontinent. All right. And they were often referred as Samant. Okay, Samant is the term as you see here. So what is Samant? Samant means subordinates here. This is Samant. And as you see, this is subordinates. So what is the meaning of subordinate? It means lower in power or rank. So they were Samant or subordinate to the existing kings. All right. Or they were inferior in rank to these existing kings. All right. Then what are the duties of this subordinate or this Samant? They were expected to bring gifts for their king or overlords. So these Samantas used to give gifts to these kings, right? Second, they had to be present at their courts. So they had to be present in the court of the king so that they could also look into the important matters of the ruler, all right, or important matters of the kingdom. And also they had to provide the king with military support. So whenever king wanted to fight a war or king wanted to conquer a different region, they had to provide the king with military support. All right. So what were the duties? They had to provide gifts to the king. Now you must wonder that how come providing gift is a duty? So basically, when you provide a gift or you provide something to the people who are superior to you, it is because you want to impress them. Okay. So why you would want to impress them? It is because you want to retain your power, or you want to retain your position in the court. All right, you want to remain as the important person for the king, or you want to maintain a good relationship with the king, and that is why you have to pay gifts to maintain that. All right, to retain that. Now see, this Samant, they were becoming more and more important very gradually. Okay, very slowly these Samantas were becoming important, and they were becoming powerful, they were becoming very wealthy, and they were becoming so powerful that now they are declaring themselves to be Mahasamant. So they themselves declaring themselves as Mahasamant or Mahamandaleshwar. So as you can understand from the terms here, Mahasamant or Mahamandaleshwar means the great lord of a circle or region. So the great lord of a region. Sometimes what these Samantas did, they asserted their independence. All right. So sometimes these Samantas, they wanted their independence, and for that they fought their overlords, or they fought the existing kings. Okay, children. So one of the example of this is the Rashtrakoot. So here you see, this was the area that was ruled by the Rashtrakoot. So initially, these Rashtrakoot were subordinate to the Chalukya kings. Okay, so who were they? They were summoned to the kings of Karnataka, Chalukyas. Okay, Chalukya is the name of the dynasty. In the mid 8th century, Dantidurg, so his name is Dantidurg, the Rashtrakoot chief, he overthrew his Chalukya overlord. So Dantidurg became very powerful, very wealthy, so wealthy that now he challenged his own overlord and overthrew. So what is the meaning of overthrew? To throw them up from this, like their throne. So it's not like he's completely throwing him. So he's taking the throne from him. All right. And what else Dantidurg did? He performed a ritual called Hiranya Garbh. Hiranya Garbh. The meaning of this is golden worm. So why did he perform this thing? So that he can claim himself as Kshatriya. So what is this Hiranya Garbh? It was believed that, you see in this yellow box, it was believed that whosoever performed this ritual with the help of a Brahmin, it would let the sacrifice to reborn as a Kshatriya. So it is like if Hiranyagarbha is performed by Dantidurg, he took the help of a Brahmin, and after this ritual, he can claim that he has been reborn. Okay, so he has to sacrifice something from his property or wealth. Okay, and after that sacrifice has been made, the Brahmins would declare that you have been reborn as a Kshatriya, even though you're not by birth. Okay, children. So I hope this portion has been understood. So this is Rashtrakuta. These are one very important dynasty that came up during this time. And how are they coming up? They are overthrowing the Chalukyas of Karnataka. So I hope this much is understood. Thank you so much.